The President of the United States.
I moved on her. I moved on her like a bitch.
I never thought she was good looking. I don't think she's got good skin.
I moved on her.
I think her lips are too big, to be honest with you. They look like too big.
I moved on her like a bitch.
I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her.
Whoa. Had big, beautiful, real boobs.
I did try and fuck her. She was married. I did try and fuck her.
53% of white women voted for Donald Trump.
And she was married.
I don't think she's got a great face.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
The 45th President of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump.
I moved on her. I moved on her like a bitch.
A person who's flat-chested is very hard to be a 10.
I moved on her. I moved on her very heavily.
She's a disgusting pig, right?
And she was married.
You like girls that are 5'1", they come up to you know where.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
Whoa.
And she was married.
53% of white women voted for Donald Trump.
She would not be my first choice, that I can tell.
I did try and fuck her. She was married.
81% of evangelicals voted for Donald Trump.
She was married.
The women get it better than we do, folks.
She's now got the big phony tits and everything.
Women did turn out and vote for Donald Trump, specifically white women.
Couldn't get there, and she was married. I moved on her, and I failed. And I failed. And I failed. And I failed. I did try and fuck her. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get there. Couldn't get there.
We could say politically correct that the look doesn't matter, but the look obviously matters. Like you wouldn't have your job if you weren't beautiful.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab him by the pussy. Grab him by the pussy. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
And when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab him by the pussy. Grab him by the pussy.
81% of evangelicals voted for Donald Trump.
And when you're a star, you can do anything. And when you're a star, you can do anything. When you're a star, you can do anything. When you're a star, you can do anything.
She's probably deeply troubled and therefore great in bed. How come the deeply troubled women, deeply troubled, they're always the best in bed?
Nobody has more respect for women than I do. Nobody.
I don't want to sound too much like a chauvinist, but when I come home and dinner's not ready, I go through the roof, okay?
Nobody.
I believe it was God.
Donald Trump won white evangelicals by a record 81%.
God showed up.
I did try and fuck her.
He answered the prayers of hundreds of thousands of people across this land that have been praying for this country.
When you're a star, you can do anything. Grab him by the pussy.